My name is Edmund Chibeau. I work in the communication department of Eastern Connecticut State University. I got my master's degree at the Annenberg School for Communication at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, and I got my PhD at Northwestern University in Chicago. Since I'm a communication professor, would you like to know what my favorite communication quote is? It's by Marshall McLuhan, and Marshall McLuhan says, "The content of every medium is another medium." And I learned that idea in high school, and it just keeps banging around in my head and sort of guides my thinking on communication theory. I hope I'm able to bring two perspectives, the perspective of a theoretical academic and the perspective of somebody who's gotten his feet on the ground and dealt with the problems of chasing politicians and movie stars around and the logistics of setting up equipment and discovering the right kind of ways that somebody might try to influence the medium that's using them for their own purposes, and how to deal with the not only the egos but the agendas of the people you might be interviewing. I think that the social media, Twitter, Facebook, and many others are going to continue to become important in the 21st century. We are going to, it's going to democratize who gets an opportunity to speak. If we look at media throughout time, the person in charge, the person who gets to speak, is socially mobile and politically powerful and economically well off. But how do you get to speak? Well, you have to learn how to write hieroglyphics and carve them on a pyramid. A very small number of people could do that. Well, then you learn to write in a book with a pen and ink, and that was very useful. Then printing became possible, and now anyone can make his voice or her voice heard. And there are still the problems of, if you have $1 million to produce a program and I have $10 to produce a program, you have an advantage. But the social media of today, Facebook, Twitter, things like that, afford an opportunity for me to make my voice available to those people who wish to hear it. Journalism is important to democracy and empowerment, and in a very rough and difficult way, the world has been empowering more and more of its citizens to partake, to be individuals of agency in the society they live in. People ask me questions about the newspaper industry. Let me talk about journalism. I think journalism will continue to be strong and continue to grow. The question is, what's the difference between journalism and a newspaper? Well, it's the difference between a medium and a message. And of course, the two are inextricably linked, but the medium is going to be going through considerable changes. What we read on paper will change. However, the value of journalism will only continue to become more important and more powerful.